And we're back. Welcome in. I am back after a long hiatus. Hi. Hey, Bailey. Hey, Kendra. How's it going? I am back. What is up, guys? Happy Monday. I'm trying to get back into the swing of at least trying to do streams on Mondays. If you are called to donate, you know what to do. I hope everyone is doing well and hanging in there. It's a very busy time for me. It's been a brutal couple of weeks, but I'm doing the best I can to get out the other side. All right, Kendra is up. Let me go. I cleansed my space, so we're good to go, but I think, what did I take, 2 weeks off? All right, Kendra, you're up, babe. Go ahead and post, my friend. You know what? I want to use De La Nuit for you. I don't know why, but that's what I'm being drawn to. And let's jump into it. General for Kendra. All right, Spirit, it's been a while. Let's tap in. Please open me up to be a clear channel so I can deliver messages for the greater good, and so it is. Archangel Michael, I call on legions of angels to protect this live stream and open me up to benevolent energy only. I had Justice flipping out, so that looks good. Make sure you guys like the stream. It really helps out the channel. And, newbie! How are you? Welcome, friends. All right, Spirit. What's going on? Ace of Swords. We got Truth. We got Justice flying out. What else is going on, Kendra? We got the Knight of Cups. Spirit. General reading for Kendra. What does Kendra need to know right now? What is the energy around Kendra? What is going on right now? We have the Queen of Swords. 5 of Cups. I'm definitely in a 5 of Cups energy right now. We have 4 of Wands. That's a good sign. Ten of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So the message I'm strongly getting for you, Kendra, is that patience is required. Welcome in, Julianne. Patience is going to be required for whatever it is that you are working on. I'm also feeling a sense of mental entrapment here with this 8 of Swords. There is a solution here for you, but it's not going to be through a quick fix. The solution to get through, if you're feeling worry, despair, anxiety, or wondering how you're going to get through something, Spirit is saying, we want you to sit in the discomfort. And I will say, I can also really relate to this reading, and I've been pulling the Hanged Man a lot lately in the last week for myself, because I think that Spirit wants you to gain another perspective from the vantage point that you're already in. Now, I didn't pull the Hanged Man for you. I'm just saying, I'm kind of picking up that energy here. The Queen of Swords is wise. And you are also wise, my friend, and Spirit is waiting for you to have that light bulb moment. And when that light bulb moment comes on for you, you will be able to celebrate with whatever that solution is for you. Because I feel like if you were to get the solution too quickly, there's some kind of like hollow victory, if that makes sense. And so Spirit is like, you're being forced to do the grunt work right now, and this grunt work is going to pay off for you. Let me know if this makes sense. My son wants to join this little session here. We have 9 of Wands and 3 of Wands. Your way to get to manifestation is the 9 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. There is a financial payout here. We also have 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles and 9 of Wands is about doing the grunt work, is about showing up, going to the well, getting the water, watering the seeds, and waiting for them to grow. Hold on one second. My son is being very, very cranky right now. Hi, honey. I know. You're hungry. You want everyone to see you. It's been too long since anyone paid attention to you. Let me see what else I have here for you. But there, you know, the 4 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, there is a promise of the solution here. But this is going to be, it makes sense. Things take time, exactly. Now, what I would do in the meantime, Kendra, maybe some mantras for you is you could say, Spirit, help show me creative solutions. Help guide me, pray about guiding you toward those solutions, because I do feel like there is a logical component to this with that Queen of Swords, okay? Spirit, what else do we have here? We have the Sun. Sun in Sagittarius, and that was the 3rd house, and I flipped it. Sun in Sagittarius in the 3rd house. Sagittarius wants freedom. Sagittarius wants things to flow freely and go with the flow. Okay? The 3rd house is about communication. If you are being pressured by other people right now, just because other people, and I think I'm learning this too, just because other people are coming at you under pressure doesn't mean that you need to respond in the same way. So, and also taking your time and responding in a cool, confident, and thoughtful way will also be helpful to you right now, because having that Aries energy that you have, or even myself, I got Mars in the 1st house, girl. Like, I want to do things quick. I want to rush. I want to get it done. But if we take our time to make sure it's very thorough, you're going to have better results in the end. Welcome in, guys. Make sure you like the stream. Donations are open. If you're called to donate, let me know. Kendra is on deck right now, or Kendra's up right now. So what do we have on the bottom of the deck? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, my son is jet black, so it's hard to see the cards right now. Ooh, okay. This is why I love this deck, and I don't always use this for you, but we have Angel of the Night. Yes, sorry. So Angel de la Nuit is Angel of the Night, and she is a bonus card in this deck. What this card means is that the worst is over. And so though there is hard work and you're capable of doing hard things, right? I do feel like some of the most painful moments for you, yes, my Lord Augustus is here. He just yawned. Could you see his, yeah. Open your eyes, baby. They can't even see you, honey. My fireplace is black, and so when he sits in front of it, you can't even see him until he opens his eyes. It's really funny. But I do feel like the worst is over for you, but I think that it's still like the drudgery of the grunt work that still needs to happen, right? Showing up every day. Showing up, I feel like, is half the battle, more than half the battle, honestly. Let's grab some oracle for you, babe. Welcome in, guys. If you're called to donate, let me know. This really is like muscle memory. I haven't done a reading for someone in I feel like at least a week. So it does feel good to be back. I'm definitely back in my element here. All right, Gus. A rebirth is assured here for you. We have the bat spirit, which I have a bat in my office, actually, a dead one. Ooh, this is one of my favorites. Open to the infinite possibilities. That, honestly, I really love that mantra, and I borrowed that, credit where credit is due, from Gabrielle Bernstein. I don't listen to her, and I don't always follow the manifestation stuff, but one of the things I like is the mantra of open me up to creative solutions. And I feel like with this infinite possibility card, that's going to help you get there in a more grounded and intellectually sound way. We have freedom is yours. So you will have freedom. Hey, Starry, how are you? You will have freedom again in your life, especially if you feel like, man, I'm chained to this job. I'm chained to this obligation. I'm chained to this schedule, whatever it is that you're dealing with. There will be a sense of freedom. And oftentimes, I love that this is master number 33. Oftentimes, we have to put in that grunt work, that drudgery work, so that we can have freedom on the other side. So it is going to be, the hard work will pay off. The hard work will be worth it, but it's not comfortable in the short term, right? While you're waiting for everything to come together. Spirit, show me what else. Show me what else. What does Kendra need to know right now? We have the sun, conscious mind, masculine energy, and life force. I did see the Knight of Cups here, if I do recall. Four of Wands. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Oh no, it was the Queen of Swords. Well, or maybe the Knight of Cups just fell out. I am feeling a masculine energy around you here, but the sun is always a great omen. We want to see that life force, the vitality coming back. We have your wish is coming true. Celebrate your success. We also have dream, build castles in the sky. So don't give up on what it is that you're working towards. If you've hit a rough patch, I do feel like things, you know, the sun is going to come out again and it'll be worth it on the other side. It just sucks in the short term. And girl, I think I needed to hear that message too. So I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Thank you so much. Bailey, hi babe. How are you? All right, if you guys are called to donate, let me know. Bailey is up next. Yeah, I took a little bit of a break. I don't know how much I'll be able to, how consistent I'll be able to do, but I'm going to jump on as, you know, when I can here. Thank you, Kendra. Okay, so let me look at our list here and see what we got going on. Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? Yay! For sure, Julianne. Totally. Totally. All right, let's see what else we got. On deck, we have, oh my goodness. Oh, Julianne. Sorry, I didn't see that you donated here. So I have Julianne up next, and then I have the lovely Bailey. So no worries. Bailey, need a few minutes. No, you're good because Julianne's actually up. So this works out. Julianne, please go ahead and post your question. And sorry, I spelled your name wrong. I don't know that I want to use this deck for you. I'm going to wait to see what your question is. So, Julianne, go ahead and post. Thanks, Kendra. Thanks, newbie. You're the best. Welcome in, guys. If you want to book a private reading with me, I will throw my email in the chat. My prices are in the description. I might hold for a while on birth chart readings because they take a lot. When I prepare for a private reading, I basically go into meditation for an hour and just, why that's easy for me, I don't know. But and I love birth chart readings, but because of how much other work I'm doing right now, I just don't know that I have the bandwidth to do those at the moment. But maybe during my slow season I can do them again. What do I need to hear right now? Perfect, Julianne, let's do it. We're doing a general. And I will say, I do like, I do kind of like that it is kind of a smaller group over here because it's easier to manage and I can kind of take my time, where I don't really like to rush through readings. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, we are going to use the Star Child Akashic for Julianne. What does Julianne need to hear right now, Spirit? General message? Gus is like, Mama. All right, well, at least I have room for the cards. He's so funny. He really is my magician. Like, anytime I'm doing any kind of spiritual work, Gus is always right there in the mix of all of it. So I think that's why he came to me. He's my magic kitty. All right, Spirit, show me for Julianne. What does Julianne need to hear right now? Six of Swords. We have the Moon. We have the Strength. We have the Strength. Four of Swords. Justice. Four of Pentacles. Hierophant. King of Swords. Nice. Top of the deck, I have Five of Cups. Why the Five of Cups today, guys? And we have Two of Wands. I had a feeling the Two of Wands was going to pop up, but we're going to get right into this. All right. So let's start in the beginning. Let's start with my favorite card here, which is the Six of Swords. What is the Six of Swords? Well, it's a card of transition, of a moving to calmer waters, moving to sunnier skies. This can be a physical transformation or transition, or it can be a psychological transition, or a figurative one. But there is, what I'm picking up from you, Julianne, is that you're going through some type of, whether it's a spiritual upgrade or you're going through some type of, maturity is not the right word, because I feel like you are someone who has a good sense of maturity and empathy for others, but I think you're just becoming more aware and more in tune. And with the Moon here, I would really pay attention to what you're being led to, and how you're feeling about things, because your body is very sensitive right now. Your body is a barometer, and it is going to give you signs whether something is for you or not for you. The moon can also represent fear, okay? And so I think one of the things that you are integrating, that's, I think, the word that I want to use. One of the things that I feel like you're integrating in your life right now is that even if you did come up against your worst fear, I think you're more equipped to move through any type of adversity. You are better suited to do that now than maybe you ever have been before in your life. And I want you to pay attention to that. I also think that you are someone who is incredibly strong, or maybe you have been forced to be very strong your whole life. We also have the Four of Swords. There is a time to show up, there is a time to battle, and there is a time to rest. And I definitely would make sure that you are having enough alone time and time with yourself. There is some type of spiritual upgrade going on right now here with the Hierophant. Spirit is leading you to some type of spiritual upgrade, spiritual transformation. Pay attention to what Spirit is telling you. You are now becoming the version of yourself that your higher self or your spirit has been wanting you to get into alignment with, and you're doing it in a very practical and a very reasonable way, right? A spirit isn't going to have you jump through some crazy hoops or, go on like a grapefruit fast or do anything crazy. You need to show up for spirit and create the relationship. What is your relationship to spirituality or God or the universe or whatever label or whatever your belief system is, right? And it doesn't matter what kind of label you want to put on it, because everyone, all faith, all religion, whatever it is, whatever you are connected to, that needs to make sense to you. No one can have a relationship to spirit for you. And I think you realize that. You said, I feel that I need me and alone time. Yes. And through being alone with yourself and connecting to the divine is where you will find your truth. Nobody else can give you those answers. And this reading is serving as a reminder to that. We have a King of Swords energy here. There could be a masculine in your life that you are dealing with, or you're trying to navigate something. I feel good. I feel good about this reading. With the Two of Wands, I feel like you are trying to potentially solve something or create a plan for something that could involve some divine masculine here. Could be an air sign with this King of Swords. What I'm picking up on, because I have the Four of Swords over the King of Swords, the Four of Swords is an energy of being at rest. So if you are dealing with a divine masculine, allow yourself to rest and let them lead something. Let them lead something so you can see what they're going to do. Let them lead so you can see if they even can lead. And I hope you have a great person in your life and that they're not an idiot. But if they are, see what they are capable of. You know what I'm saying? With the Four of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, that's an energy of being held back. I feel like you need, right now, everything that you are wanting can only be fulfilled by spending time alone with the divine. It cannot be filled by any vice, any man, any human being, maybe 3 cats, just kidding. But it really, the only thing that's going to bring you justice and bring you into balance is that relationship with the divine. We have, what else here? The Five of Cups. Bring your burden to spirit. so much. I feel like I needed that validation because thank you so much. So I tell you this story about this air sign, and you say, I asked my Gemini if he can lead. Bingo, sister. If you are feeling burdened, if your heart feels heavy, give it to the divine, my friend. Let's see what else we have for you, Julianne. All right, we're going to keep on keeping on. Bailey is up next. We're going to keep going with Julianne's reading. Welcome in. If you're called to donate, let me know. Spirit, show me. Confidence is your key to success. Don't let pride get in your way. We got some Leo energy here in the house. Meditate and contemplate. Yeah. Bring it to spirit. Meditate on it. Pray about it. Go within. Spend more time alone. Ask spirit to give you the answers, to speak to you, to show you signs. What mantras can we give to Julianne during this time? We have solitude. Thank you, Spirit. Once you embrace your inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Direction. Two of Wands. Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring me a sign and a miracle. Girl, do I even need to read this? Please bring me a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. Girl, I literally said your body is a barometer. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. Powerful stuff here. We have self-love. So this is very much about your inner guidance system and turning back to yourself. It doesn't mean you can't have a relationship. It doesn't mean you can't have a partner or friends or some blah, blah, blah. It's just saying that there is a time to turn inward. Self-love. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. Boom, boom, boom. Spirit, show me what else for Julianne. Astro dice. We got Mercury. Mercury in the 5th house in Scorpio. You know what? I have Mercury in Scorpio, and this is how I want to interpret this. Mercury in Scorpio can be very to the point, typically. You guys are like, girl, you ain't to the point. Typically, but the 5th house is not really compatible with Scorpio's intense. Scorpio's a straight shooter. Scorpio can be a shark in business, right? The 5th house is about fun. It's about joy. It's about children. Children aren't serious. Scorpio is so serious. It can be. It's intense. And so what you could do right now is lay boundaries with people to... I think the only thing you should be serious about right now is yourself. The only thing you should be serious about right now is the divine, and let everyone else know that you only have capacity for like play right now and keeping things light until you decide what direction you want to go in. I feel like that's really fair for you right now. That's what I got to say, and I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Julianne, it was a pleasure reading for you. Thank you so much. You were super easy to read in a good way, in a very good way. All right. Up next, we have Bailey. Bailey, go ahead and post. We got Newbie. We got Kendra. All right. We're doing a big kahuna, I presume. I'm going to use light seers for this. Sorry, I don't know why I'm hydration check, kings and queens. Energy between E and Bailey. We're going to use, what's this? Oof. Pulling my hair out. I haven't cut my hair all year, and I think it's time to like do something. It's getting really crazy. Thank you so much. And Bailey, we're going to get into our reading. We're doing a big kahuna. Thank you so much. Spirit, let me get my feet planted on the ground here. Spirit, please open me up to be a clear channel so that I can give Bailey messages for their highest good. And so it is. I call on legions of angels to connect me to Bailey's energy, benevolent energy only. Spirit, thank you so much. Help me to keep it clear. Help me to keep it real. And so it is. Thank you so much, Spirit. Welcome in, guys. All right. All right, Bailey wants to know the energy between E and Bailey. E and Bailey. We got 2 of Wands. We're waiting on something. 10 of Wands represents a challenge. We have the lavas, Mr. Lava Lava. Ooh, we got the Fool. Aries energy, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I can work with that. What else? You can't see some of the cards because of my child here, but we're getting there. We're getting there. What is the energy between these two? These two parties here. We have the 6 of Pentacles and we have the Empress here. What I will say is, it's not horrible. What I will say though is that there's a challenge in the center. I don't have awful cards here, which is good. I think the main focus of the energy between these two right now is, hey Virgo, I think the energy, thank you so much. The energy between the two right now is, we are planning, if we love each other and if we want to be together and make this happen, how do we do this? Because there seems to be a roadblock, a literal roadblock here as the 10 of Wands. We have the 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands into the Lovers. I think the emotion is there. I think that, I think the connection is real. I think the connection is there. I think there's also excitement. I don't know if there's been a change. We have the Wheel of, or I'm sorry, this is actually the World, not the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, thank you, Spirit. But even still, I feel like there could be a little bit more excitement and energy. I feel like you guys may have opened up to each other more, which is good, and revealed more about each other. I have Aries energy. I have Gemini energy here. We have Leo. So definitely some fire and air energy going on here. The moon talks about the moon and strength. You know, we start the reading over on this side with these 2 majors. We have the moon and strength. Do we have the strength to make it through this and get through these fears? Can we make it work? If we want to make it work, we have to be strong enough to create a plan that allows us to have the type of relationship and connection that we want to have. So I feel like the excitement is there. The desire to want to share with each other is there. I think it's about grounding the connection, because what I don't have here is Pentacles until we get to the hidden portion, which I'll get into next. And let me know if you want me to clarify or ask any questions along the way. I can definitely throw some more cards in, but let's see what else we have here. Where the heck did I put the deck? Oh, I already put it back in here. We have the Chariot at the bottom, and we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, so I definitely feel like, thanks Virgo, I definitely feel like there is, the 2 of Cups There's love here. There is real emotion here. And it's about bringing it into reality. The Nine of Cups. There is something here that feels like a wish fulfillment. But can it be, is it real? Is it tangible? Can you reach out and touch it? What do we not see coming? What do we not see coming? We have the Knight of Cups and Judgment. I feel like someone is going to make a grand gesture. I don't know if this is you or them. And if I'm remembering correctly, and the world can also talk about, if you guys are at a distance, maybe traveling, I feel like one of you is going to say, okay, to get us past this 10 of Wands, we need to travel to see each other to make this happen. And Judgment and Knight of Cups is absolutely like a grand romantic gesture. So what else? What other energy? So that's coming up next. And I don't know if that will be you or that will be them. The Nine of Cups is clarifying that this really does, this is a wish fulfillment. So clarifying, hold on one second, let me pull some more. So, but then the Nine of Cups goes into the Four. So show me, what are we working with here with this Nine of Cups? I think the fact that you guys get to continue this and learn about each other with this Page of Swords, the fact that you guys are opening up and getting deeper and learning more, there's a desire to do that here. Yeah, the Four of Wands. But I think how do I want to say this? The reality of bringing this connection to life is something that you cannot force, and it is not something that you can control. Does that make sense? You have to allow it to happen. Both parties need to show up and be willing. And the energy that I'm seeing right now feels very open. I feel like the desire is there, but a plan needs to be made to get through the challenges so that you can get to the lovers. And so I do feel like it is a wish fulfillment if this person is reciprocating, is what I'm trying to say. So if they are as invested in this as you are, which I feel like they're kind of on their way to being, which is, I feel like is a change from where it was before, and that someone is going to make a grand gesture here to show that, like, hey, I want to be with you, and this is how we're going to make this happen, and this is what's going to happen here. The Four of Wands, the Four of Wands represents, to me, it can represent celebration, but it also can represent home. And so this could literally be like someone staying with someone else for a period of time, like you going there or them traveling to you, so that you guys can really like deepen the connection. What other energy do you not see coming? We have the Empress and the Six of Pentacles. Very, very positive energy, okay? This is talking about energy of growth and energy of things working out and things working together harmoniously. If you don't feel like that, and so you are, as the recipient of this reading, if you don't feel like you guys are on this track, or this doesn't happen soon, then I'm not right. But from what I'm seeing is, there's a challenge here, someone makes a grand gesture, and things are going well, things are going smooth, you guys are on the same page, and you both are going to be having a desire to want to grow this relationship, is what I'm seeing happening. Let me see what else I have here. Spirit, show me in the Lenormand, what is the energy between the two? Show me the energy between E and Bailey. Tree, bear, bouquet, good energy. Coffin, house, whip. The thing that would stand in the way is if both parties are not willing. Oh, yeah. I will clarify the Knight of Cups. Sorry, I just saw that. Let me talk about this, and I'll go right back to that Knight of Cups. With the tree and the coffin and the bear, I feel like you are very loyal, and you would want to create a home with this person, but I think that you need to see the energy reciprocated, or the energy could also be reversed. Maybe they're the one that is wanting all of this to happen, and maybe you're not 100% on board yet. Either I'm feeling like one, and I'm having a hard time deciphering who is who, right? With this grand gesture, and who's the one that's like, but I feel like you can't, it's possible for both of you guys to get on the same page, but I wouldn't let it go so long. For example, if you, my God, my voice, if you get to a certain point where you feel like you're not reciprocating, or the other person isn't reciprocating, I wouldn't hold on forever. I wouldn't hold your breath forever on this. Come here, baby. If that makes sense. Why am I saying that? Because the whip shows me that there's, if it doesn't work out, I feel like someone would really like beat themselves up over it. So no, going into this, don't wager anything you're not willing to lose. Let me clarify, especially when it comes to like home. So like if they move to you, or you move to them, or whatever, like I would spend more time getting to know this person. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. Where's my deck here? So the Knight of Cups and Judgment, this is the grand gesture. This is someone, the Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. Judgment is, we're making a decision that this is what it is. This is the grand gesture. Let me see what else I have here. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Someone taking charge and saying, this is what we're going to do. We are doing this because here's the Hanged Man. We can't sit in limbo. We need to, someone has to meet the other person where they're at, or someone has to be the catalyst to make the energy move and to make a change. Does that make sense, Bailey? Let me see what else I've got for you. Spirit, show me what else for Bailey. Healing family issues. Maybe you guys are opening up about family dynamics. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, getting to know each other. We have wedding here. We have soulmate here. Love yourself first and stay optimistic about your love life. So overall, pretty positive, I would say. I'm going to pull some advice for you, just for fun. Just for funsies. Let me know if you have any other specific questions for me. I'm going to pull the Astro dice as well. Embrace the in-between. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of in this limbo right now. You're kind of in this Hanged Man, 10 of Wands, like, how are we going to get to the other side? You're in the in-between of, are we or aren't we? Know your worth. Believe in yourself. And life is speeding up. So I think I would say within the next month, you should have a good feeling about where you guys are really, truly headed. Spirit, show me the energy between the two. We have Taurus in the 3rd house and Venus. Yeah, I think there is a lot of care here. Venus, she is our planet of love. Taurus in the 3rd house. I want to build. I want to grow with you. But how do we make it real? Taurus knows how to build. And so if communication, I feel like, is going to be the key to this relationship, as many, right? But I think communication is looking good. I feel as long as you guys are being respectful and kind and communicating as best as you can, that energy, I'm seeing a kind energy between the two of you. Let's see what else I have for you. Manifestation. Don't stop. A miracle is around the corner. Logic and evaluation. Freedom. Spread your wings. Energy. Are you the one that would be traveling to this person? Or maybe that's something that feels very freeing for you. These cards are beautiful. But yeah, let me know if you need any other clarification, Bailey. But that's, the desire is there. It's about making it, taking that next step to make it a reality. Nothing horribly scary other than, you know, the reminder of, you know, even in the oracle, like knowing your worth and not overextending yourself to where you would regret it later, if that makes sense. Because you don't always want to like bend over backwards, and you know, we've maybe some, I won't say everyone, but some of us know what it's like to just like give and give and give everything you have, and then, you know, if they're only giving you crumbs in return, you got to be honest with yourself there. But I'm gonna leave that with you. Thank you so much. All right, we are moving on to hold on. I have newbie. Newbie, go ahead and post. I got newbie. I have Kendra. I have Sully. Welcome. Sorry, I was in the zone, guys. I was in the zone. Okay. We got this. We got this. I love our little Halloween monsters and ghosts. I love it so much. All right, newbie, let's do it, boo. I think I'm going to use Edgar Allan Poe for you, which is so funny because I went on a ghost tour this last week. I had a friend come visit me, and Edgar Allan Poe actually spent time in the city that I live in, and they were telling stories about, anyway, we went to the graveyard at night. It was so cool, where his Annabelle Lee was buried. And her dad was so shady, or her uncle, or whoever it was. They tried to hide her grave from Edgar Allan Poe so he couldn't grieve her. Isn't that like shady as hell? I thought so. Anyway, a fun little history fact for the day. All right. General reading, Spirit, show me. Spirit, please open me up to newbie's energy. What does newbie need to know? We call in legions of angels to protect newbie's energy. Open me up, give me a clear reading. Most benevolent energy. There it is. Thank you so much. All right, newbie. Spirit, show me. If the hangman falls out one more time, I'm going to lose it. I'm putting it back in. I'm putting it back in. Come on, Edgar Allan Poe. Spirit, what does newbie need to know right now? 3 of Cups. Celebrate. Isn't your birthday coming up? Am I horrible? It's coming up soon, right? It didn't already pass. I feel like it... Is it the 17th? Is my brain bad? Two of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, meow. Wheel of Fortune. It is. King of Cups. I mean, what? Hold on, let's see what else we have here. Here he is, a girl in Poe. He's trying to, yeah, I was at her grave. And he was trying to grieve her, but he couldn't because they hit her grave. Anyway, we have the Fool here. The Hermit. I've given you the beginning of this message before, so just chill with me. You need to trust yourself. You need to trust yourself. Two of Wands. Hermit and Two of Wands. Trusting yourself to make a plan that is right for you. You know you better than anybody else. I think that you should throw yourself or let other people show you a really good time on your birthday. This Three of Cups energy, this is like celebrate good times. Going out, having a good time. If there's something really pressing that you have to deal with right now that's stressing you out, you can still allow yourself to enjoy a good time. And that's, I feel like I say that, but did I let myself do that this last week? The answer is no. The Wheel of Fortune. I think what I'm sensing for me, this is going to sound really weird. Like, I don't even know how I can articulate what it is I'm seeing and feeling right now. I almost see your energy. So there's two different things here. There could be two different men around you, but I would rather focus on your energy here. I feel like you are in Knight of Swords energy, or sorry, I feel like you are in Knight of Wands energy. I can't talk right now. Give me a moment. I feel that you are in King of Wands energy now, and you are changing into King of Cups energy. What is the King of Cups? The King of Cups is the master of emotion. I think that you were the king and queen of doing and being all of the things, right? And I think now you're settling into a wiser and emotionally wiser person where you can sit and receive as the King and Queen of Cups do. They sit and receive the wisdom, but they do not need to take action. They show compassion. They respond. And I don't think that you need to be doing any type of crazy action right now other than dealing with the matters at hand, having a good time for your birthday, okay? I don't know if there's like an anniversary of someone passing that's around your birthday, or if there's some type of, and I normally wouldn't always say that, but because he is showing me a graveyard and I was literally at this gravestone that's on this card right now, which is so creepy, last week, which is wild. You are going to create space to, this can also be, and I know we're moving into like Halloween, or for those of you who are Catholic, Christian, whatever, we have our All Souls, actually I think it's only Catholics maybe, that do All Souls Day, or we have De los Muertos. My mom always reminded me of that. My grandfather died close to when I was born. So I almost see you setting up like a, not necessarily Day of the Dead, but maybe you start to I don't know, have some type of altar or offering for your ancestors. And, you know, with this Fool energy, I do think that you have energy to want to like go and do and tear things up, but like Spirit's like, you don't really have to do that. You don't really have to like go and do all this stuff. Right now you're being asked to feel the feelings and sit with the wisdom and just respond to what comes your way, and only take action if you really need to. Because I feel like you're probably exhausted from having to wear all the hats that you've had to wear for however many past years. And celebrate yourself, enjoy your birthday, deal with the obligations you need to deal with, and the rest can wait. Hermit. Trust yourself to make a plan by yourself, for yourself, by sitting in your wisdom and sitting in calm, rational emotion, which is what the King of Cups does. Wait till maybe you don't feel that way today. I wasn't today. But when you're in a place where you're feeling confident and emotionally strong, that's when you want to execute your plan. And you could, honoring your photos of, you know, crossover loved ones and asking them for help and support and wisdom and protection, all of these things. We have, Aries in the 12th house. Aries, South Node. Wow. Okay. The 12th house is hidden energy. It's a psychic energy. We have Aries, which talks about initiation, and we have the South Node, which talks about past lives. This is an interesting message for you, newbie, but I like it because it's kind of different. I'm kind of feeling this connection to these crossed over loved ones here, or doing something to honor them during this time when the veil is thin, Halloween, Samhain, whatever people want to celebrate, right? Day of the Dead, etc. Because I believe, and I'm not pushing anything on you. I'm not trying to sell anyone my belief system, religion, whatever. But I believe, and I'll just share with you, you don't have to believe, hi Willow, that we incarnate on this earth in soul groups. And these crossed over loved ones, especially those you feel strong connection with, you've probably lived many lives with them and you have these soul contracts with them. And so call on them. They can help you. And I feel like they can help you solve everyday solutions and move through the karma of this life. So that's what I have for you. Interesting message, newbie. But you don't have to wear all the hats and take all the action and do all the things and light the fire under everybody. Just when something is presented to you, respond to it. Sit in your femininity, sit in that. Think of the cup, right? The cups is what we pulled. Think of the empty vessel you are open to receive, then you can respond. You don't need to be... All right. I'm actually going to close readings because I haven't done readings for a while and I'm kind of getting tired. I'm just going to close it actually. Okay. Who's my next victim? SB. Oh, sorry. Kendra. Sorry. Kendra. Let's go ahead and post, babe. Apologies. got a good old-fashioned throwdown. And we're going to use our little romance. I don't know why this is my romance deck, but it is. Talking to a few guys. Meow. PayPal. Can we see who would be the best? For me, we sure can. Entertainment purposes only, of course. Let's see. Let's look at these initials. Let's see what you want to get into. We have Virgo and Sully on deck. Sully, great to see you. Great to see all of you guys. I know I took a little break here, but yeah, I'm stoked. I didn't think anyone was gonna come on, honestly. I was like, is everybody gonna be here? All right. So we want to do one. I'm trying to think of how many. Oh, we got 4. That actually is. I'll do two throw it on for each, and then I'll just lay oracle on it, and I'll make it like the same amount of cards as the other ones. Okay. I told you there was gonna be a flood of men. Why am I losing my voice? I told you. Oh my gosh. Let's do it. This girl's got a whole roster. All right, Spirit, please open me up to Kendra's energy with these 4 young these 4, I won't say young. I don't know. Maybe girl, they probably are young. These 4 fine gentlemen, Spirit, show me the energy. So Kendra, because I'm gonna read them and then I'll kind of compare. Who's texting me? Oh, hold on. Girl, I'm busy right now. All right, we got first up is T. First on the roster is T. Spirit, show me the energy of T. Show me the energy of T. Show me the energy of T. He's mysterious. Whoo! And he's probably attractive. Pick up some Pisces energy. We got the Ace of Wands. There's something alluring about him. I don't know if he has an athletic build, but I'm feeling like there's an attraction there. And I have exciting feelings about it. We have the Tower. He may have a good job. And we have the Stars and the romantic Lenormand. I'm feeling, even though the Moon can sometimes be a wild card, I feel that there is something alluring that is drawing you guys together at this time, which I don't hate. He said, yeah, he makes good money. He's got a good job. He seems stable. And I like T, okay? Let's see about the others. Spirit, show me. I'm just going to reshuffle for each one. Spirit, show me for Marcus. Show me energy on Marcus. Show me the energy on Marcus for Kendra. Spirit, show me. Hey, Willow. I know you're hungry, honey. I don't think Marcus is bad. And this isn't a horrible reading, but what I will say is the energy I'm feeling intuitively, I feel like Marcus needs to mature a little bit. I feel like there's times where Marcus may try to pick a fight or they might play games a little bit, and that's kind of a red flag to you because even though you're an Aries, just kidding, I feel like you don't really want to deal with a game player. You want someone to be clear, and you want someone to like mean what they say and say what they mean. And I feel like there's times where Marcus kind of talks around in riddles a little bit. and that can annoy you a bit. Why do I say that? I have the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. Not the most compatible pairing. And it doesn't, there is loyalty here, but I almost feel like you might get annoyed by Marcus and just cut him. The scythe is like, I'm cutting you off, okay? But again, not anything horrible, but if you get weird vibes, you're like, I'm not really feeling this, you might cut that one off. Pierre, Spirit, show me energy of Pierre. Energy of Pierre. Oh man, I haven't done a throwdown in a long time. Energy of Pierre for Kendra. I actually want to pull a couple here. Wow. I have Page of Wands, Death, and the Empress. What I will say, his opinions. Oh, is that, I can't remember for which one. I'm going to just say on Pierre and then we'll talk. Pierre has a very deep energy. Could have a Scorpio placement here. Very emotionally deep. Someone who could be a water sign, or they have, I'm almost getting like the energy of like a poet or someone who, I'm feeling like Bob Dylan energy, even though he was a Gemini. Someone who is good with words, someone who sees the world in a very, very interesting way. I feel like he's very different. Oh, I see. I feel like Pierre would be very different from a lot of the other people that you have encountered, and I feel like you guys will both open up each other's worlds to new experiences. I actually like this energy. I will also say with the Empress, like, make sure you're, if you're not trying to have a child, you're grown. Just throwing that out there. We have the Fish. We have the Anchor. Again, the Fish and the Anchor are really beautiful energy. I don't know what sign he is. I'm also picking up like Sagittarius energy loves freedom. And so it's like, I think you like freedom though too. And so there's a really kind of beautiful dance that's happening with this Pierre energy. And with the Anchor, it's like, this is realistic because this is real and we can ground this. I like the Fish and the Anchor. I wouldn't try to force or push anything with the Fish energy. Know that like the energy with Pierre, you have to just let it flow. He's a Pisces. Beautiful. Yeah. You got to let the energy flow with him. And I think that you guys are on the same page. It feels very, very cool. I would date Pierre. I would date Pierre. When you're done with him, send him over here. I'm just kidding. All right, up next we have. So, yeah, I like option 1 and 3. Let's see about Ty. Oh my God, Kendra, you're cracking me up. Ty is okay. Make sure that Ty does not love bomb. Because I feel like Ty could be a little slick, if you know what I mean. And this ain't his first rodeo. And so you want to make sure he's genuine and that he's just, I'm not saying he's not, but if you're picking up a little bit of, are you doing this with every girl? Is this your MO? Are these your lines? Do you go through these motions with every girl, right? Type of thing. Snake. Clover. He's smooth. He's smooth with words. Birds, clover. He's lucky. He might be lucky in dating, and I feel like he has a lot of options. So I'm not writing him off, but I'm just saying, with a star, it can be like love bomby. So I would, if you do want to consider Ty and you really like him as an option, take your time and see if he's consistent over time. And I wouldn't give it up, if you know what I mean. But hey, the choice is yours. If you're just trying to, whatever you're trying to get into, like, you're grown, you know what to do. He also has 2 kids, but he's nice to look. Yeah. I feel like just be careful with that snake energy. And it's a work, so you got to be careful about that. I really like option 1 and 3. I'm pulling for Pierre, and I like option number 1. Option number 2 isn't bad, but yeah, if you guys have like different values or whatever, like that could be an issue. Let's see. And there's a reason he has 2 kids, Kendra. There's a reason Ty's got 2 kids, okay? So tell me overall what's going on. You are really expanding your social network here, and this is you dating these people is really good for you. We have North Node in Gemini in the 11th house. Keep it light. Keep your options open. You're moving in the right direction. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Keep on keeping on, boo. That's what I'm getting here. Okay? Now we have Virgo up next. So enjoy that, Kendra. I love a good old throwdown. That was fun. All right. Keep us posted, babe. All right, SB or SV Virgo. Yeah, I got you, babe. General. I'm going to use this. Thank you so much for the love today, guys. Thanks for still showing up on my channel. I know I've taken some breaks here and there. And yeah, all right. So we want to do general for the next 30 days first. Awesome. And I saw that you posted on PayPal, so I was just going to do that anyway if you were not here. But I'm so glad you're here. Spirit, please connect me to Virgo's energy. Please connect me to Virgo's energy. What is general reading for the next 30 days? I hope you are well, friend. Let's do this. Let's do this. Spirit, show me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why am I picking up a similar energy for you guys? Probably because we're all connected. Your key, and the moon and the Hanged Man, I feel like, are hanging out today. And we have 10 of Pentacles. Okay. You could be dealing with some issues at work. Okay? And with the 8 of Wands, good. With the 8 of Wands, there may be some issues that pop up. The 8 of Wands is a card of messages, communication. It is very important that you communicate, especially with your boss, supervisor, about whatever is going on right now, and offer them solutions or ask them for assistance with solutions if it is needed, okay? Why? We have the Hierophant here. Actually, hold on, no. Oh, yeah, no, this is the Hierophant. Sorry. I thought that I was like, oh my gosh, is that the Emperor? But no, it's the Hierophant here. And the Hierophant, can represent organizations, but I am feeling like boss energy here. I want to change my work schedule. I have a meeting tomorrow. If they don't give it to me, I may move elsewhere. Interesting. Okay. I think that they want to work with you to come up with a solution. Thanks for sharing that with me, because now I understand where we're headed here. I think that they're open to doing it, but they may say we have to wait like 2 more months, or we have to wait blah, blah, blah. Like Hangman is saying that it may not be able to happen immediately, but we're willing to work with you to figure out a solution here. Ace of Pentacles, Prince of Cups, something is offered to you, and I do think that you will be happy in the end with the Empress, but Hangman, you may have to wait a little bit longer. Spirit, show me what else for SB the next 30 days. So it does look like there are some challenges. There's options to move through the challenges, but yeah, if they're not moving as quickly as you want it to, the choice is yours. Yeah. I'm glad you're understanding this. We have Uranus in the first house and Sag. You may have to, Willow keeps popping his head in here. He's like, is it time to eat yet? What's going on? Uranus in the first house with Sag. You may need to think outside of the box or do something that you haven't done before to shake up the energy and basically tell them point blank, like, here is what I can do. This is what I can do. Once they tell you, if you have to wait or something like that. But I'm seeing you being part of the solution and maybe pushing a little bit harder than you have in the past. Sagittarius is very go with the flow, but Uranus is like, in the first house, it's like, let me help you. I'm going to tell you what I'm able to do. It's not like a crazy forceful way, but it's like you interjecting yourself. We have 10 of Pentacles, so I do feel like this is a work-related thing. It's causing you stress. Trust your gut. If you find something better and you want to move to a different opportunity, go ahead and do it. It kind of sucks switching jobs during the holidays, but I mean, that's the thing. I gave them a schedule. Maybe they won't agree, but I really need to take care. Yeah. I would just say this is all I can do right now. All right, let's get into your next question. I think they'll work with you, but it might take a little bit longer than what you want it to be. And if that doesn't work, you can bounce. All right. Sully is on deck. I have one more for SB. Would like B's feelings towards me, plan to see him during the holidays. All right. Oh, let's use this. Oops. Spirit, show me, what are B's feelings for SB? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me... I'm sorry, I was too slow. I still have the cards here. I'm going to reshuffle. What else did I have here? In the 10 of Pentacles. Let me add on to this. Give me a second. Spirit, show me what else. glad I didn't shuffle those back in. 2 of Cups. I think they will come to a resolution with you. Honestly, the Hermit is my work from home card, so I do think that you're onto something with the working remote option, which maybe that'll give you more flexibility to like take care of your child or pick him up or do whatever. Spirit, show me next 30 days. We have bring love into the situation. Expect powerful change. Your dreams need a practical plan. If this isn't working for you, I would start looking at other options. You said I'll eventually move. I always do that. They're not so sure why. No, you're good. I wasn't looking at the math. You know what? I'm going to pull from the other moon deck too for the next 30 days. The next 30 days for Virgo. There will be changes. You will need to help yourself come up with a plan, which I pretty much already told you. Be kind to yourself and, just be mindful of you're dealing with other human beings too, and people are not always perfect, and sometimes we forget that, Take a breather, make sure you're resting, cool your emotions, and take a reality check. If you get pissed off, calm yourself down and take a reality check. If this schedule does not work for you, you are probably going to have to look at other options, okay? And don't let it drive you to the point of where you're pissed off. Because trust me, I know what it's like to cry all day at work. I've been doing it for the last 2 weeks. It's all fine. Everything's going to be great. Everything is going to be fine. It's all okay. No problems over here. Okay, we're going to move on to your next reading. Readings are closed. I will be back at some point. I'll post you guys know the drill with me. I don't know how consistent I will be this week, but I'll jump on when I can. What are B's feelings towards me? I plan to see him during the holidays. Spirit, show me. Open me up to B's energy. How does B... Girl. Yeah, no. I just get frustrated and then it comes out in tears because I don't want to lash out. And then I think I get so dumbfounded of people's behavior at such big ages. You know what I mean? And I'm like, how is this happening? All right. What is B's energy? What is B's energy towards Virgo? What are B's feelings towards Virgo? What are B's feelings towards Virgo? Hermit. Ten of Pentacles. This is an interesting dynamic here. The Ace of Swords and the Star. I hope and I feel that they are giving you attention. They're giving you the attention. I think that you make them laugh. I think you make them happy. I also feel like they have some regrets with you, though, at the same time, which is interesting. They're also, they have fun with you, and you make life easy for them to be around, and it is truly enjoyable here. But if there was an issue in the past, I wonder if they feel like they're afraid that that would happen again. Lots of regrets. We laughed so much yesterday. The Four of Cups, I think they have disappointment in themselves for, the Four of Cups is like, I didn't really want it to be this way, but this is the way it is now. And you're willing, right, to do this. They're also acknowledging that if we want to make something, if we want to create a 10 of Pentacles together, if we want to create like a family living legacy situation here, something huge needs to change, and he is a massive part of that change, right? He needs to lead. So here's what I'm going to tell you. You didn't ask it for this question. But what I'll say is, he's coming through as a King of Wands. Let him lead. If he can't lead, or you don't like where he's leading you, bye. Ember and Willow are wrestling in the hallway. Babies, be nice. Sorry, I'm squirrel. I'm distracted by the cats. Spirit, show me. Ember's gonna beat your ass, Willow. You really think? Enjoy. Have fun with that. We have Jupiter and Pisces in the 4th house. Yes. He's acknowledging, like, there's pressure here. Like, I probably have to move. Or maybe you have to move or something. But how, Jupiter and Pisces. I have natal Jupiter and Pisces. Jupiter and Pisces is big. Jupiter and Pisces is lucky. There is a reality where you guys can make this happen. He has to lead, and he has to make this bold sacrifice or move or grand gesture to get you guys to the other side of this connection. Spirit, show me, what are his feelings? Sorry, literally. Here's the thing. These boys, they go after Ember. Ember will beat their ass. It's comical. It's like, okay, yeah, she looks like this sweet little BB. She's a calico. She will whoop your ass. Crossroads, meet me at the crossroads. Bone Thugs, Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, Crossroads, Cloud, and Fox. Don't love this. I think you guys are at a crossroads in the connection, and he realizes that. Things are not clear. And if you start to feel like things are off, or things are not clear, or they're not making sense, let that be a sign that maybe a romantic relationship isn't in the cards, and maybe it's better as a friendship. He needs to get really effing, I'm not going to cuss right now, but I want to. He needs to get really effing real with you. He needs to get really effing real with himself. And what do you want? And make it happen. You said, don't. I would not. He needs to prove to you and show you that he is capable of doing this. If he is not, you don't want him. Here's what I will tell you, because I know people who do long distance stuff. People do crazy stuff, right? People drive, they fly, they go to different continents. If you start getting excuse after excuse after excuse from this guy, that's not going to be a good sign. I think he does care about you. It's a great connection. Oh my goodness, Willow. I feel like, you know, distance is the issue. Let him show you who he is. And if you get bored in the meantime and he's not doing it in the time frame that you want, like, you don't. There's this, it's so funny. A friend of mine reminded me of this quote for anyone who's ever gone to a codependency meeting may know this quote. It's called "Let Go." The quote is "Let go or be dragged." So if you're holding on to something, you're holding on to something, you're holding on to something, and it's not working, like, you're being dragged. You don't need to be chained to something. And I don't think, this isn't that dramatic. I'm painting a picture for you, Virgo, like down the road if it's not where you want it to go. He realizes he needs to be the King of Wands. He needs to step up. And so he's contemplating that. And if he doesn't do it, you'll be over it. Finances and career. I think he's worried about finances and career. There definitely is attraction here. You deserve love. You are lovable. I wonder if I think he questions his ability as a provider and also what he's able to just offer you in general. Can I love Virgo the way Virgo needs to be loved? Can I provide financially, mentally, physically? Can I be a provider? Can I lead? Hi, baby. I know. That's what I have for you, my friend. I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you so much. Sully is up next. I know, I'm going to feed you. Give me a moment, honey. Hey, sugar. You're cute, honey. You're really cute, honey. Sully, thank you so much for your patience. We're just going to keep on keeping on. Hey, honey, I love you so much, but I have to do readings for Sully. You're such a good habibi. You are a very good habibi. Okay. All right. Sully. All right, let's see what you want to get into. You want 2 readings. Let me see what they are. Oh, okay. Cool. So I think you want to do 2 just general reading or general single question is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me grab love this deck. Spirit, please open me up to Sully's energy. What is the energy between P and A? P is a Scorpio guy, A is a Pisces woman. Spirit, open me up to their energy. Show me the dynamic. What is the dynamic and the energy between P and A right now? Scorpio man, Pisces woman. Spirit, show me the energy between these 2. Show me the energy between these 2. There is a little bit of worry. Yeah, there was some type of fear realized in this connection. Ooh, the sun comes out. There's a lot of anxiety in this connection. And there's fear in this connection too. And what I'm seeing here is, I don't love delivering these types of messages, right? So here's what I'm seeing. I have the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, Moon, Strength, Page of Pentacles, Sun, and 8 of Cups, okay? There is a problem in this connection. There is a fear and there's a lot of anxiety. And I think that something has been illuminated by the sun. Something that was in the dark with the moon has been illuminated, some type of fear. And so let me give you an example of what's going on in this dynamic. Let's say the Scorpio screwed up. The guy screwed up and he did something wrong. Maybe he cheated. Maybe he talked to another person. Maybe he was a jerk one night. I mean, I'm just throwing something out there, right? He screwed up. Or the woman screwed up, right? So there's fear in the connection. The dynamic, the true dynamic of this connection has been illuminated. And there may be opportunity for one of the parties to say like, hey, let's work through this. Let's move through this. But ultimately, I feel like there's going to be a separation here. And I say that because starting this reading with the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, it's exhaustion. I'm exhausted. I'm anxious. I'm nervous. I would be better off walking away, is kind of where the energy is leading. Hi, Amber. Uranus and Gemini in the 2nd house. The sun is illuminating how surprisingly shocking it might have been. And this may have come as a shock. This may have come, Uranus can bring, it can stir things up and provide that shock value, right? And so 2nd house can be finances. It's also our value system. Gemini, Uranus and Gemini in the 2nd house. Wow. I didn't realize how incompatible we were. Wow, I didn't realize you were capable of doing this. I thought I knew you. I thought things were one way. I thought we were on the same page. And what I will say with this is, I don't know if you were one of these people or if I'm reading for other parties. What I will say, the moral of the story is, the illumination of how incompatible or how much of a struggle this relationship is actually a gift, despite how painful it may be in the moment. That's what I see here. So if it is free, I try to be as gentle as possible when I'm delivering those messages. Entertainment purposes only. I could be wrong. Ember, come on, honeybee. Okay. I have a feeling that he screwed up. So thank you for sharing the context, because I am feeling like he screwed up. And if he screwed up with you, listen, people can change the people around them, but they don't always change themselves, right? So if he cheated on you, highly likely he cheated on this other person or revealed true colors to them. And so there is, I think there could have been like a fun, attractive, alluring, especially with the moon, there could have been something alluring about this connection, but it's not grounded and it's definitely not lasting forever. I mean, they're walking away, or she's walking away from this thing. They're engaged now. Well, we'll see. You dodged a bullet. And I know that's hard to hear sometimes, but when enough time and space passes, you will be grateful for that. I think that there is going to be, and with the second house, knowing they're engaged, there could have been a lie about money or values that is illuminated. Entertainment purposes only. Let's jump into your next question. We got 2 cats on the table. The cats are starting to take over this house. Hi, honeys. I know, babies. Thank you. This is Ember, Augustus, and then Willow is over here somewhere. They're supposed to eat soon, so they're getting all crazy. I didn't realize I'd be on this long. Honey. Augustus, I'm trying to read. Okay, let me try to relocate him. He's my big boy. He takes after his mother. Come here, honey. All right, what is his energy towards you? I'm actually going to pull from my fairy deck, which is really fun. Aw, Sully, yeah. I love my little babies. Huh, Ember girl, you're such a cutie. All right. All right, Spirit. Okay, let's connect back into P's energy. What is P's energy towards Sully? How does P feel towards Sully? We have the Page of Wands. Girl, they were way too immature for you, first of all. Death. I feel like they know that despite how you may feel right now, I think they realize that there would be no coming back from whatever happened. Four of Swords. I think there were times where I do sense some regret here. I do feel like with the Four of Swords, he did hold back, Chariot, Four of Swords. I did hold back from maybe trying to explain some things to you about what happened. How long ago did this happen? Come here, baby. Get. 10 of Wands, and and here's the other thing. I feel like they were attracted to you. I don't know what led them to do this, and I know that these things can be very, very painful, but better for you, kind of like in the other reading, what a gift to you that it was illuminated that this person was not for you, right? And that's a tough lesson, and sometimes it can take years to settle into that. I believe that time heals all wounds when it comes to love. I believe that in my whole being. And that grief is a real thing, and you may just have to feel that grief and get through it, and it'll take as long as it's going to take. The reason I say with love is because sometimes when it comes to people that pass away, I won't say time heals all wounds, but I will say it does in regard to romance. Spirit isn't going to take away something from you that isn't meant to be. And it's really hard to understand at the time when you're so sure about something, right? 9 of Swords. At least you don't have to worry or be, at least you have passed the torch to this next woman who is living, you were living the 9 of Swords, now they are living the 9 of Swords. You don't want to be her. Trust me. How does he feel about you now? We have strength. He realizes that he put you through a lot, and I think he held himself back from trying to explain what happened. I don't know if you even got an explanation, or a response when you found out what happened. He realized that what happened was too difficult to come back from. 10 of Wands and death, it's over. It's over. I have regrets, and I think there's some shame here too. I never got one. I think there's some shame in, like, I did this to this person. He was immature. He didn't know how to act. He couldn't be a man for you. This is you are given a gift that you found this out. Show me what else, Spirit. The hell? You are way more strong and mature. Past life, you had a past life connection with this guy. And past life, Sag, second house. You had some past life karma that you guys just needed to clean up in this life, honestly. Give yourself the closure, give yourself the love, give yourself everything that you ever wanted. Nobody can provide that for you. And it's similar to a reading I did earlier. I don't know if it was the first reading we did, if you are bored and want to check that out. But I did a reading for someone and I said, the only thing that will fill your wounds or your, being alone, spending time alone with the divine, surrendering to spirit, whatever your belief system is, whatever that is. You believe in something, hopefully, maybe, if you're watching tarot, right? So surrender to the divine, creating that relationship with spirit, and having spirit fill you so that you are so sustained, you don't need anything else. And I might be a little overboard, Sally, I'm sorry. But if you are feeling grief over this, you will know in time that this was the way it was supposed to go down. And that you have dodged a bullet here. And you were spared. Living you would have spent your entire life in 9 of Swords energy. One eye open. So yeah, his energy towards you, he realized he really screwed up and that he's super immature. I think he's a little bit ashamed and embarrassed. But again, he's so emotionally immature and not self-aware. He wouldn't have been able to lead you out of a paper bag, Sully. That's what I'm seeing here. And I know that was kind of intense, but you are my last reading. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. I feel very passionate about this reading. You didn't do anything wrong, and you have a beautiful future. You can have a beautiful future ahead of you. Feel your fear. We're giving you a bonus here. Feel your fear, the moon, and move through it. Feel your fear and move forward anyway. And the answers will come. Surrender to the divine. I am going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so, so much. I'm so grateful for all you guys to show up after like weeks of me not being here. So I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.